Hi, you guys doing? You're watching Andy WTH. I'm Andy. This is Survivor 33 edition, and I'm going to tell you right now, we just finished another week, and it amazes me how well everybody's playing, to the most part. It's like everybody seems to be playing at that, like they're returning players, if you want. They they really brought the bar up high this season, as far as I'm concerned. Uh, Pretty much everybody's been pretty much fantastic to watch. So wow. All right. So let's get right down to what happened this week and where I think the game's going to go from here and what moves or potential moves perhaps should have been done or not done. All right. So let's get right down to it. Okay. This week, the luxury competition of course, was the loved ones. All right. So this is how it kind of started, of course. Everybody's on the beach. They introduce everybody. Everybody's crying, so on and so forth. Really heart, very heart touching. And of course, what I found really interesting and very well played, okay, as far as I'm concerned, is Adam. Uh, Adam's in a tight spot, right? We all know that. Everybody kind of seems to be targeting him most of the time. And he had that advantage where he can take somebody's luxury competition they won, and he announced it right away to everybody. Look, I am not going to use it at all. All right. And everybody was like, oh my God, thank you very much. He's not going to use it, which is going to actually benefit the guy down the road. Absolutely. Because it's going to. How can it not benefit him somehow, some way down the road? Absolutely brilliantly played, well played at that point. It was, even though it was maybe not intentional that thought it was being well played or not, but it was really well played. All right. So who won that competition? Of course, Jay. Jay won the competition. And who does he take with him? Because remember, electron competition, he can select he could have selected 3 other people. So who does he select? Well, he select Will, the young guy there, and his mom, and Sunday, and her husband, and of course, Adam. Okay, because he said the reason why he was, and his brother, by the way, the reason why he was taking him because he did not use his power to take away somebody's luxury win. So that's good. That was also a good part on his part for Jay to do that. All right. So now we know who won and whatever the case may be. And this is what I find very interesting, unfortunately, and I hope to God Adam's mom is, I hope she beats cancer, but at this point during the game, she's not doing so well, unfortunately. So my thoughts are with you, Adam, and your family. So hopefully she comes out of it, and so she beats this. And of course, what's really really good for Adam, which he's kind of like, what did he do? Which was really good is, remember that power he had, that you could take luxury competition away from somebody. What does he do? He gives it to Jay. It was really smart again, because now he doesn't really owe anything to Jay. So he said, here you go. Because really, that power to take away somebody's luxury is not really a power. So really, he used it really wisely, which I never really thought of actually using it that way, but he actually did. So again, that's going to benefit him again, because he does not have that on his bag anymore, or a target. Now when Jay, and Jay's going to probably use it sometimes, and then targets going to get bigger, and then they kind of forget Adam. So that's really good. All right, so let's and there's some more. One person I want to talk about is Will, and where he's going from here, and basically what happened. Because as we all know, there was 2 sides on the island, right? And one side, the other side. Was, at that point, one side had 5, which Will was a part of that 5, and 4. So obviously, he was in the power side. The problem is that the alliance he was in, they were giving him a lot of respect, if you want. Most of them, they felt that he was like a tool instead of an ally. So that, you see, when you're in Survivor and you're working with people and you got the numbers, you got to make sure your numbers are strong by, making them feel that they're part of the group, not just being used. And of course, Will thought, I got to really build my resume to win. And who did he feel he could not beat at all? Of course, was not Ken, excuse me, Zach. So what does he decide to do? Well, I want to flip. I want to flip and vote out Zeke. Okay. All right. So he goes over. He talks to, I believe it was Adam and Hannah, right? He says, "Look, I want to make some big moves, and I want to basically flip, because he felt that Zeke was the biggest threat to his game, which is good. All right, so that got the motion, the old ball rolling, right, for the other side with David and all them guys. So later on in the game, who does he? Of course, just before the game, they would hit his original alliance. They were sitting there talking, "Oh my God, what if David has the idol? What do we do? Blah 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 blah." So they were concerned that he had the idol. So they decide, okay, why don't we go vote for Ken? And Will, of course, knew that because that's the side he was working on before when he decided to flip. And of course, they did not know that he flipped yet. And that's really, you don't want your side to know that you're flipping. So, he goes on the beach, and they're getting oysters or something, him and Ken. And they're talking, Ken's want to test him, right? Talking to him. And remember, Ken is on the side that is has the less numbers. So he's in a really weak position. With this, so he started talking to him. And of course, Will decides to say, "Hey, you know what? By the way, they're voting for you." He's like, "What? They're voting for me? I can't believe it." So what does he do? He takes off from there. He goes over to the camp, and he's like, "Oh, great. Here we go." So what does he do? He exposes the plan, basically, the flip. Will want the flip, and of course, that's been all exposed. That was a bad move on Ken. Absolutely the worst move anybody's ever could ever do in Survivor. Ken did it. Okay? And it was gonna bite him in the ass. Simple as that. And of course, Will's like, oh, great, now he exposed me, which he did. All right. So Will was a little bit pissed off because he didn't like that, because the way he was being treated in his original alliance, well, he's basically doing the same thing. So there you go. So when the vote came out, which it just came out there, of course, and before the vote, and then they decided, by the way, his group there, that the original 5 they decided that we're going to vote out Hannah instead. And when the vote started, and I said, "Oh my God, they're going to vote me out." So Adam, before the vote was announced, he gets up. "I am going to use my idol on Hannah." All right. So there you go. She's now safe from the vote. So as the votes were coming down, she had 4. And Zeke got 3. Of course, he had more than 3 because Will actually did flip. So guess what? The idol was played, but wasted, unfortunately. But we'll see how it turns out for next week. But what's going to be very interesting next week is, now we got 2 idols technically in play. Are they going to look for it, or are they going to sit at camp and just, not go look for it? We'll see. Anyways, my name is Andy. You're watching Andy WH. I hope you like what I do, and we'll talk to you guys later. And that's about it. So we'll see you guys later. Thanks. Bye.